Go ahead, firing.
Requesting permission to land close to your airbase 09. How copy?
Solid copy. You are clear to land 09. The runway is clear for you.
Copy that. Firing one is on fire.
Solid copy. You are clear to land 09. The runway is clear for you.
Ticket shower is League 17.
Go ahead.
Ticket shower, I'm 4 mics out to west, requesting to land on any bus.
Solid copy. You are clear to land on pad. You're clear to land at pad number 1.
Pad number 1 is League 1.
Solid copy. You are clear to land on pad. Clear to land at pad number 1.
So, Cop, you could deliver from Pad 1 for westbound departure. Happy flying.
Thanks, Joey. Level.
I'd be flighted to. Oh, yeah, I do need to do the same thing that he did. Job hour information. Motherfucker piece of. What the fuck is RF4 at? Is RF4 still rearming? Damn.
Hey man, how's it going?
Doing good, Texan. How about you?
Oh, pretty good.
What you doing right now?
Say that again.
What you doing right now?
Playing actually Armory Forge. Running around just sniping. About to go take a bathroom break and then I guess do this ATC.
Alrighty. Well, I'll be teaching it.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
thinking, my pilot.
You should do
Or is it 17? I got no intel on that, I'm sorry. I have been leaving these guys outside the AO. Like a tower is like 17.
Go ahead.
Tower inbound west, 4 mics out, requesting landing on any supply pad.
Solid copy. You are clear to land as supply pad 1.
Alright,
Supply pad 1 is like 17.
this. No, I'll be right back.
On point.
Welcome, Tren.
We're gonna be in the training server.
No. MF1.
Okay.
This is HTC to all aircraft, make sure you guys have your lights and collision lights on since it's starting to turn night.
We come empty-handed.
You can load up a kit if you want.
I'm jumping on here in a second.
Okay.
I could always leak 1 second.
Go ahead.
Request takeoff from supply pad 1 westbound.
So, copy your clear for westbound departure from supply pad 1. Happy flying.
Thank you, Lee.
you can just head over to the ATC tower.
Oh, did you get battle live?
I got battle dive.
Okay, so tab out of Arma before you hit the cancel.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'll get battle dive again. And then do it.
Yeah, because if you don't tab out first before you, hit the cancel thing on the battle live pop up, it will freeze your screen. At least that's what it does on my PC. And then I
Oh,
just killed.
no, yeah, I didn't have to do it that. It just,
Okay. Yeah, because I usually just kill the game from the launcher. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, make a quick bite to eat.
Yeah, you're good.
Liquid Towers League 17.
Go ahead.
Liquid Tower is League 17 inbound west for max out. Request landing Green Hornets Pad 1.
say come to the ATC
Solid
tower.
copy. You are clear for landing at Green Hornet's pad. Please land at pad number 2. Yes, come to the ATC tower.
Okay.
Pond number 2, correct.
Once the train gets back, we will start the class.
Yeah, no problem. No hurry. I'm available all day today.
Yeah.
I was hoping some other classes would come up today.
Right. We did have a F4 that was on online, but he got up just a few moments ago.
Hello?
Hello there.
Great army here.
Yes, it is.
I didn't know there was a unit to tower in this server.
Oh yeah. Yep, this is all part of 633rd.
Oh, alright. I knew security ATC courses or something like that.
Yep, they're actually ATC training that is happening right now. Actually, waiting for one of our members to get back here, and then we'll start the course.
Oh, what?
So yeah, if you want to learn how to do ATC, then feel free to stay up here.
Hey, any air, we need large build supplies and med crate to the fob if possible. Thank you.
Oh man, I'll keep that in mind. I was coming to say goodbye because I'm calling the day.
Alrighty, take it easy.
See you around and thank you, it was fun.
Not a problem. Alrighty, we'll just start it right now, and then when train gets bad, I can fill him in. So, welcome to 63rd ATC course. I'm your instructor, uh, Master Sergeant Kessler, and today you'll be learning how to properly do ATC for 63rd. If you take a look at your map, and if you head over to Sidechan,
Side channel.
yes. And as you see, there's a whole bunch of markings that are on the runway.
Mhm.
So, if you look up over by where it said 6330, you can see a mark that is the white square with the red diamond in it, and
Mhm.
it says ATC online. Call sign Foxhop. Whenever you're on doing ATC, you'll put down a mark and title it ATC online, and use whatever call sign you want.
Okay.
And then if you look down towards the runway, you can see A1 through A4 and
Mhm.
B1 through B2. Those are taxiways. So
Okay.
if you have, let's say, a musket or a engine online, you can tell them taxi Bravo 1 to where you want them to go. And then finally you have final 09 and final 27. So depending on where the AO is, you'll tell them collision line at on final 27 or final 09.
They'll tell me that, or
Uh, they'll say, hey, town, I'm coming in from the west. You say, cool, come in your collision line 09. Or if they're coming in from the
the east.
east, it'll be 27.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually they'll tell you which way they're coming in. Um, but if they don't give you direction, you just tell them, hey, come in at 09 or 27. And it all depend on where the AO is. If it's over on the west side of the map, it's usually always 09. If it's the east side of the map, it's always 27. Okay, that covers them. No, just the markings part. As you can see, we got the personnel pads and the supply pads. Usually, most people are just going to just take whatever pad they want. You can, if they ask for a specific pad, you can direct them to wherever pad you want them to go to.
Okay.
So let's say if you got 5 choppers online and they're all picking up troops, well, you can only land 4 of them at the personnel pads, then you're going to have to land a 5th one over at one of the supply pads. Muskets and Saints Angels, whenever if there is ATC online, they always need to ask us for permission to take off and land. That's in their ROE. Priority of traffic. Usually it's first come first serve. You know, whoever radios first, hey, we got permission to take off. Usually first one to go. But you'll have cases to where you'll have the Saint's Angel, a musket, and normal Greenhorn all have permission to take off at the same time. So you prioritize that by sending the jet off first, then the musket, then the slick.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So fixed wings always have priority.
yeah, fixing always have priority because they take the longest to a stop.
Right.
So because like a chopper, they can easily slow down or yeah, but a jet really can't because they just have it takes them longer to stop than a slick or a cobra. So jets always have that priority. No matter what, I don't even care if like let's say Harry, if Harry is on and if Harry is like in a slick, you always get the jet first. If a jet calls, you get the jet first. So, most players they will not respond to you. Just let them be. Only care about the players who are responding to you. Your job as ATC is just to keep the airspace around play crew clear. Don't care what's happening over in the AO. Mainly worry about this about airspace around play crew. And then yeah, so
Now, how wide of an area around Pleiku?
how wide of the area around Pleiku? Pretty much. We'll just say around the main air main runway itself. So the runway, the Green Hornet pads and musket and
I'm talking airspace wise, not ground wise.
oh, airspace rise. Pretty much. Let's see here. Probably about good. We'll say 20-meter radius. If that makes sense. that was your time, right? How for right? That was your time, right?
I think what he's asking is so the radius around, like in the airspace. So would we be looking at like pretty much from the supply or the boat dock to the repair station to the other rearm repair station south of us
Okay.
over to Boyle Sane, like that, uh, keeping that airspace. That's pretty much where we come in and we start talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna
Okay.
find. Yeah, it's mainly uh, when you. Yeah, as soon as you see them hit like any of those repair stations, you can that when you will.
So within 2 to 3 kilometers of Playco.
Yeah, 2 to 3 kilometers of Playku. Too bad there ain't a way for me to actually. Well, I could draw circle around there. I'll add that to my notes for next time. Okay, got them. And
When
then.
we're playing as ATC,
Mm-hmm.
would it hurt? Would it hurt or be frowned upon if we made an actual circle around and like put a deal and put notify ATC so that way when they're looking at the map they know to notify ATC once they hit that perimeter.
It wouldn't be a bad thing to do. It wouldn't be frowned upon. But I'll leave that up to uh, you if
Yeah,
or whoever needs to
yeah,
see because ATC meaning how do you want to run in the tower? As long as you're making sure that the airspace is safe, you can run your tower however you want.
okay.
Um, if there's any red arrow line, so like let's say if DACON comes on and they're in a MI2 or a MiG, just let the air traffic know, hey, be advised, possible red air online, just watch yourself.
So Red Arrow come and just park themselves on Playku.
They
No.
they won't,
Oh,
but they
oh,
They
might.
will do flybys from time to time.
oh, okay.
Um, Sometimes you can hear them taking off from Guyland. From time to
Ah,
time, I'll actually be lurking around the northern hill and watching the airfield when Dacron, just in case they do take something up in the air.
got you.
Right. So, as you saw inside chat, the chopper that's flying around asked for declaring an emergency landing. So, you would say, uh, copy, you are cleared for emergency landing at either the Green or Hornets Bay or one of the emergency repair stations. Let's see if this guy
Yeah, that
crashed.
bird's gonna blow up. He's spinning too much.
Oh, 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 maybe.
Gonna make it? Is he gonna
Nope.
make it?
Nope, he's
Nope.
gonna eat shit.
Oh,
He should have came in a little faster.
come on, buddy. You
That's it.
got that. I believe in him.
Just touch.
Nope.
Called it.
Call the fire department.
So that's the second thing about that's my next thing about ATC. Is that if you have people, if you have multiple 6-3 line, you can have people run ground crew and like they can go out there and try to save the pilot if he ejected and down. But if not, then you just sit here and you just think, God, he's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Another thing that I would recommend as well is learning the different ways that helicopters will blow up. not because of his descent speed or forward speed. It's because with ARMA physics, it's very fucky. Since the helicopter was turning and landed, that's the reason why it went kaboom.
Yeah, that's actually a good
Now,
point.
a helicopter can turn very slightly side to side when touching down. However, if it's a helicopter that does not have wheels, so pretty much all slicks, cobras,
And
little
Cayuses.
birds, yeah, cayuse slash little birds, those can't turn much while landing, so you want to keep them on a straight and narrow. So if you got someone declaring that, just be aware of that. But if it's like a chinny, a Choctaw, or something like that, they can sometimes turn while landing. It depends on whether or not the person has the advanced flight model on or not.
Yep.
Sorry for
No,
uh,
no,
taking that over there.
no. You are totally fine. Um, yeah. So if they regard emergency landing, give it to them. You'll just have to make sure that there are no other air traffic coming in or out, and making sure that any choppers that are on the pad stay on the pad until either that chopper that aircraft that clears emergency landing has either landed or they blow up. And then it'll be back to normal. Let's see here. I'm trying to think here. Okay, I got that out of the way, that out of the way, that out of the way. Most people should call. Most people won't. Just take the one that do answer you. If they don't say it over air chat, they might type it. So also watch them. Um, don't worry about saying, "Hey, so and so, you didn't request permission to take off." No, don't worry about that. You let blueberries do blueberry thing. Mainly focus on the whitelisted air units and blueberries who actually want to talk to you. And then when it's getting nighttime on the server, you'll go over internet and you'll say, "This is Fox out to all air traffic. Since it's starting to get nighttime outside, make sure you turn on lights and collision lights." So that we,
Right.
it just most pilots should already have their lights and collision lights on during the night, but some of them
Right.
probably will notice due to them either running troops or doing supplies. Well, I got to give them that reminder.
So
Um,
if they're RPing going covert, like having to land and doing a hot, will they notify us saying, "Hey, we're gonna black out"?
they should they should notify you. Say, "Hey, this is we're doing a covert insert, so we're not going to turn on our lights or collision light." Um, they should notify you about it. If they don't, then you put it out there, and if they listen or not, that's on them.
Oh, I was gonna also let you know Kiosk is here. I know he wasn't here for that first part on
Yeah,
the map.
yeah. So Kios, if you just take a look at the map, you can see the map is marked. Um, it just showed you where the taxiways are and where um, both both finals, and the ATC online. No, you're all good, man. Don't be sorry. Do not be sorry. So as of right now, it seems like we might have a. So we have a slick coming in. It's a blueberry. So
He's coming real fucking fast.
he didn't radio in. So usually he would say, "Hey, play Coup Tower. This is so and so. Request permission to land at pad 1." You say, "Cool. Copy. You're clear to land at pad number 1." And most players should land on the pads. Some of them don't. Don't worry about that. As long as they got the bird down safely, that all that you should be caring about. Let DMPs worry about the nitpicky stuff. Is there anything else?
Oh, let me actually check something really quick. I put. Yes. Okay. So this is something new, Custer. The Brady list.
Okay.
Uh,
Hold on, let me flip my notes over so I can write down what the Brady list is. Okay.
so you know how with regular civilian aviation, if pilots do some weird fuck shit, tower will go, you know, let's see, Atlanta Tower, United 2357, uh, possible pilot deviation. Let us know when you're ready for a phone number. Basically,
Um. Yes.
that's the Brady list. So in the Discord, this is something that I created partly through last year. CCTs, ROMADs, ATCs are all able to put stuff into it. It is for when you find whitelisted CAS units,
ATC
such as muskets and Satan's Angels, if they
Go
do
ahead.
some sort of extreme.
ATC, we're looking for transfer from musket to P1. That one.
Solid copy. You are clear to taxi from Musket's pad to pad 1. Keep 20 spacing from the other air rings that are operating inside the airspace.
Yeah, I got visual. I'm gonna actually request the audible over to transfer to supply pad.
Solid copy. You are clear to taxi over to supply pads. Yeah, pretty much
Yes.
culture.
Yeah, and also for like if you are out in the field as like a ROMAD or a CCT, or if you're flying AWACS, which I'm not sure if we're still doing the AWACS program or not.
I have no
It's
idea.
Yeah, it's something I gotta get with Reap, Spud, and you for. You would be able to report any unsafe flying conditions that cause extreme danger to both whitelisted and blueberry forces.
Yeah. But yeah, so that pretty much is ATC. Like as you heard, abusive. God bless his soul. He's asked if he could go from the Muskus pad over over to supply pad. I gave him permission and told him to keep Spacey uh, from from the other slick that's in the same airspace.
I understand.
So that pretty much ATC basically. I'm not going to go into the terminology. If you want to, you can look at terminology and actually do that the actual terminology for ATC, but mainly just how do you want to run your tower? Find what works the best for you. Like if it's keeping stuff short and sweet, then do it. Or if actually doing what actual ATC does, then go for it.
Got you. I wish they made the numbers on the runway a little more real.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, where 9 would be, what would that be? Shit,
Yeah.
I can't even think right now.
No, you're fine.
It's let's see, our west would be 48, and our east is, oh, you know what? It's, yeah, if they would have rotated them, they'd been pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so now since both abusive and Marco are both spun up, we'll see who calls.
ATC abusive.
Go ahead.
Roger, I'm going to be requesting a Western departure from supply pad pad 1.
Solid copy, abusive. You're clear for westbound departure from supply pad 1. Happy flying, sir.
Roger, thank you.
So, as you heard, he requested a departure, but he said he wanted to depart west. Most pilots will say, hey, I want to do this type of departure. Most pilots won't say. They'll just ask for permission to take off. You can say, copy, you're clear for westbound, eastbound, southbound, or northbound departure. Wherever the AO is, you can say, cool, you're clear for a southwest departure or northwest. Wherever the AO is, you can say, you can get them a direction to fly. And then when at the very end, I said happy flying. You can say them, you cannot say them. I just like, if they're flying a slick, I like to say happy flying. If they're flying any cast, I like to say happy hunting.
Got you.
So, just ways on how you can do, to make the day feel better. Like if they're having a bad day and you say, "Hey, happy flying," then hey, this person actually cares about stuff and just stuff like that.
Spreading the cheer. I got it.
Yeah, and that pretty much it. For my spiel on ATC, tried to keep it not really short, but mainly to keep it to a point where this is what you need to learn, this is what you can do.
Looks like that guy's back over again. He's flying fast.
Whoa.
There was a bit of lag,
Yeah.
and
Buzzing tower.
sometimes the buzz tower, if they do, should let it happen because one, they probably don't respond anyway to you. Uh, but if they do request for permission to buzz the tower, let them buzz because it
On
probably
the way.
will make them day. Okay, now we have the Chinook taking off. And usually if it's blueberry, they'll say pay require permission to take off from Green Hornet pad over to personnel pad.
I mean, hey, at least they're following the taxiway.
I know,
They are.
which I'm glad.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Some players follow taxiway, others don't. Um, and if you really want to, you can keep a notepad saying, "Hey, this person did this, or this." You can keep a notepad if you want to about the valuation that a blueberry did, but really not necessary since they're really not part of a whitelisted unit. So,
What is this schmuck doing?
trying to
He
think.
probably
Well, I would.
he yeah he
Is
probably
what they
knew it landed.
requesting food supplies at the Juliet over.
I think he was trying to either land on the pad bum.
Yeah, because it looked like he was trying to land on like the brick middle, but he would have blown his damn bird up.
Yeah. Yeah. The best thing about doing ATC is you get to watch all the stupid people play, and you get to judge people's flying.
Nice.
Like, I thought there was another musket getting on. Okay, yeah, so Salt is also online right now. And I think Salt is over at the muskets pad. Is he? Yep. So we'll see if Salt radios for takeoff or land. Let's see if Salt will request permission when he's ready to take off. And then if he
One thing,
if he doesn't request permission, and if you just take off, we can ding him for that.
but that's if it's like there's a lot of other aircraft around.
Yeah.
But one thing that I would recommend from times that I've both done emergency landings and have guided people in on them as ETC, if the helicopter has the ability to maneuver, try to get them coming in from the east end. So don't have them coming in from over the mountain and then trying to come land. Have them come in by runway 27.
If you said if they don't have maneuverability.
If they have the maneuverability to fly past,
Okay.
lead off some speed in a turn, have them come around on 27. Because
Okay.
then
I got
you
you.
can still have muskets take off southbound, southeast, or southwest. You can still have planes on pads 1, 2, 3, and 4 and supply pads take off direct north. It's just that east west corridor at above, say, about 10 meters is locked down for that pan pan. It's not more so have to, it's more
And more like a courtesy, pretty much.
yeah.
Like, it would be nice if they would tell us, hey, we're going to do this, but if it's like really busy and if like people are calling in fire missions, then yeah, it's all like,
Well, here's the thing. If they're calling in fire missions, they should be only doing that on air or ground. Um, so that's another thing.
yeah. Yeah, so that pretty much ATC for me sitting and explaining it. Now we're going to so how we manage pilot that go down in the AO.
So pilot recovery is not more so my thing. That's more para rescues discretion.
Yeah, we all that we really care about is just making sure airspace is safe. If pilot go down in the AO, will if PJs are online, then get with Drain or whoever the PJ is on, it will say, "Hey, uh, we have Bird go down. Or do you feel comfortable going in and rescuing them?"
Yeah. The best way to describe ATC is to enable the safe movement of aircraft to and from and within Playqu's airspace.
Yeah.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
pararescue, they go jump and get the sods when they get shot down, or if they get captured by DAC, we go down into the tunnels.
yeah. So that's the spiel about ATC. Now how I like to do my classes, and this is different from other instructors. I like to have one quiz that I give you guys, and then I'll let you guys actually do ATC. So, answer, and I don't care who answer it. And answer them the best that you can. I'm really not say, oh no, not one answer or the other. So, first question is, you got LBR in the jet. You got shotgun in the Cobra, and you got General Harry and Zod in the Slick. They all ask permission to take off at the same time. Who do you give clearance to first?
The first fixed wing that requested, and then the slicks will all come last. The ones that can maneuver easier.
Right, so you give Jet first, then you'll give muskets, and then the uh, rest of the Hueys. Okay. If a pilot asks for a different, if pilot asks for a pad and that pad is full, where do you send them?
They ask for a personnel pad, and that pad's full. You'll send them over to the supply pads.
Yes. Um, if a bird requests an emergency landing, which area of the airbase do we send them to?
Uh, the emergency repair bays down R1, R2, and R3.
Very good.
I would say the main strip, because most of the time when the Hueys come in for an emergency landing, their anti-torque is shot to shit, so they have no or little ability to turn left and right. So they have to come in on a straightaway.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. And then the last question. Here's a trick question. Where is the MiG here at Playku?
Where's the MiG at Playku?
If I remember correctly, it's over by R1.
Yes. There is MiG.
Or did they move it?
Nope, it's at R1. So if you go
Oh, yeah,
over,
you can kind of see it from here.
so if you look at the second HTC tower, right down there, there is a MiG 19 over there. That is for displaying. Here, let me see if I can see better.
Wasn't that there because someone managed to steal that from the DAC
Any
home
air
base?
units taking
Yes.
people to the fob?
Yeah, so alright, we had to make there
Yeah, it's
was
behind the trees.
yeah, because one of our because somebody was able to actually steal it uh from a Dakong.
I
So
know one of our guys has been stealing a whole bunch of shit from them.
yeah,
Jenner or G-Man? Or my no, it was both of them.
it was both of them. They were stealing
Fucking radar
our truck
trucks,
and
missile
miss
trucks.
yeah they even stole a SAM site one time.
Yeah, someone's fucking stolen an SA2 launcher, which was fucking stupid.
Yeah, and I got mad at them because I'm all like, hey, if that thing locks
Locks
on,
onto something,
but
yeah.
yeah, so
Well, because here's the thing about the SA2 missiles. Even without the radar dish, it can still lock on by itself and fire.
yeah.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Um, but no, yep, that's it. That's the ATC cores. Both of you guys pass. Congrats. I'll put in your word. Let me get down your guys' names so that I can do it.
And I can get the rolls for you real quick.
Yes, if you can get the roles for me, I'll just put in.
I got a question that one of y'all might be able to answer. If we make another character to go on a another unit, also, do you got to do the O1 through O4 again with that character?
Uh,
That I don't know.
mm, no, depending on what unit you're going for. So, so I am a part of Musket, so I just had, I just had to go through, the 1 through 4. I just had to go through their training.
Are you asking if you make
Yeah,
another profile with a different name from what you currently use with your primary
yeah,
unit?
yes. So, like, this is my
Okay.
primary unit. I got accepted also to the 7th Cav,
Okay.
and so I made a second account, and yeah, I didn't know
That
if
that I do not know. I would have to ask Spud and some of the other guys on that, which
And
I'll do
mainly,
really quick.
it
Oh
main,
fuck, they're in a room that I can't get into. God damn it.
it mainly depends on if they make you do it. Most units don't. If it's your secondary unit, they usually don't make you take 0, 1 um, through 0, 4. What they will have you do is that you just have your 0, 4, and then you have your, since you're joining 7 cav, it'll be 0, 4, and then they'll probably have you as like a private. So 0, 4 private, whatever then your name. So,
Now, Tex, if I'm understanding the question correctly, you would want to keep your name as Tex within 63rd, but change it to something else besides Tex in 7th Cav. Is that correct?
yeah, like here it's Tex. Over there, it's Big Tex. Yeah, it's a whole
Okay.
different character.
alright, well, I'm going to, if you guys want to, let you guys actually practice ATC if you want to. There are 4 minutes in server restart. If you want, you can come back on the server and actually
Yeah,
do ATC if you want. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. Um, let me actually put in your thing right now. Oh, you're just a dog. Actually, funny thing is, I was OIC, I was the OICS 7 cav when they were, when they first was made.
don't know. I applied with the both of y'all at the same time to just try and get picked up. I would like to one day become special enough to be able to fly. I like flying, but
Okay.
I know 633rd is more of a ground pound unit, and with y'all, uh, you know, like oh, let me back out of the game. Uh,
So we're not
with
tech
y'all got the
ground pound
special.
unit.
Uh huh.
Although yes, we do have some, well, most ground roles, such as attachable medics to other units, CCTs, the
Mm-hmm.
ROMADs, and ATC. Predominantly, a lot of the stuff that we do is more so airborne. So the PJs, SMA, stuff like that.
Are you talking about with 633rd or?
633rd, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. No. 633rd's not the ground pound. The seventh cav is ground pound.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. No, I know we're not ground pound. We're kind of a specialty unit. Here, I said paramedic or something like that. Would be fun to do at first and everything until I get
I
the
know, I know,
privilege
I
of
know.
flying or doing something else like that. Over there, just machine gunner. Over there would just be a ground pound.
Okay. So you would probably
Here,
want something like either SMA or flight surgeon then.
are you talking about for here?
Yeah, for 633rd.
Oh, 633rd right now? Yeah, I mean, I'll do anything right now until I can become a nice little pilot for you.
Well, you
I'm
can
up
you can
for.
you can still pilot stuff. You don't
Oh,
have to
okay.
be within Det 3 or a FAC or Covey or a flight surgeon in order to fly stuff. You can fly
Yeah.
to your heart's content. It's just that the flight surgeon and the entirety of Det 3 are the more specialized flight roles within 633.
Gotcha. Uh,
So yeah, you're free to fly whatever the hell you want uh, within the unit's garage.
right. Well, hell, I can't even for some reason pull those. It says I'm not allowed to.
Let me
And
Uh, you.
I
so
did the
you're
whitelist.
you did that.
So whenever you load in, do you select the whitelist from
Oh
the
yeah, because you gotta select the team.
team? Did you select the team from the menu whenever you load in?